They mark it at the 1. First and goal at the 1, and Swift scores his first NFL touchdown. Ninth play of the drive coming in here at second down and goal from the 4. Will try to throw it for the score, and they get it. Touchdown, Hawkinson. Coming on strong with 2 big catches in that scoring drive toward the end of the half, and now with a 4-yard reception to add to the Lions' lead.
What kind of pressure do they put on Matthew Stafford? He has time. Hesitates, throws, touchdown Lions!
Stafford has got carry on Johnson. Johnson at the 5, for the pylon. He is in! So far for Swift, 3 carries, 32 yards after that 16-yard gain. Stafford going to the air. Little pump fake. Has a man deep, flag down. He's open. Marvin Hall, touchdown. So far for Swift, 3 carries, 32 yards after that 16-yard gain. Stafford going to the air. Little pump fake. Has a man deep, flag down. He's open. Marvin Hall, touchdown. Let's see what the penalty is here. Good young tight end. Third down here. Stafford again with that little shoulder hitch. Wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Marvin Jones. Good young tight end. Third down here. Stafford again with that little shoulder hitch. Wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Marvin Jones.
Time before Jones finds that soft spot.
Mack chasing Stafford. He steps away, and Stafford looking deep for Quintez Cephas. Cephas into the end zone. He's got it. That's a Lions touchdown. Stafford with a little shovel inside to T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Lions.
Where does Stafford go here on 3rd and goal? Goes through his leads to the end zone. It's caught. Marvin Jones for the touchdown. And what an opening drive orchestrated by Matthew Stafford.
Stafford's back in there, fakes it to Peterson. Launches one, wants Jones, gets behind the defense and gets in. Touchdown, Detroit. 43 yards from Stafford to Jones. Anthony Harris stumbling trying to track him down, couldn't catch up.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the rookie from USC, in motion. Goff sets up the screen. Swift got a block. He's got speed. Swift to the 30. Makes a move at the 20. Swift shrugs off the tackle of Jimmy Ward and takes it for the touchdown.
2nd and goal. Good protection for Goff. Now throwing, end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. It's Cephas on the receiving end, and the Lions draw first blood. On 2nd and goal. Goff throwing, end zone, it is caught. T.J. Hawkinson, brilliant grab for the touchdown, and the Lions go back out in front.
They have Jamal Williams in the backfield. He's the thumper. And the thumper looking for the end zone.
No timeouts, Detroit. Clock running. Swift running into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. What do you think? He gets the football, give it to Swift, and he's into the end zone, and that's a Lions touchdown.
Mission accomplished on that play. Brings up a 3rd down and 9.
Watch some pressure at the bottom of your screen here.
Here it comes. They're bringing the heat. They set it up for Swift, and Swift with a blocker in front. Looking for the sticks. He's got more than a first down. And DeAndre Swift down the middle of the field. Blockers in front. He's going to take it all the way for the touchdown. Jonah Jackson leading the way and marching him in for 6 from 63.
And Matt Nelson coming in as a tight end here.
Jefferson. Jamar Jefferson on his way, and that's a touchdown for the Lions. And he's calling it through the headset of his quarterback, Goff. Big play. Slips through. Putting moves on, and he's going to go all the way in for a Lions touchdown.
Boyle in the shotgun.
Here's the handoff. Swift trying to get downhill. Swift breaks away. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Lions.
Protection. Goff gets hit. Pass is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds. Protection. Goff gets hit. Pass is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Reynolds, that 39-yard touchdown catch on Thanksgiving Day against the Bears. Goff, first down pass. It is caught. Touchdown. Brock Wright with a marvelous catch.
There's Hockenson inside.
Here we go. Goff from the gun to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown.
There's Hockenson inside.
Here we go. Goff from the gun to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown.
Jared Goff winds up. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds. 22 yards. Jared Goff winds up. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds. Boyle, delayed handoff. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Nice move. Amon-Ra. Touchdown, Lions.
Can be even better taken advantage of.
Go Raymond in the backfield. Look at this trickery. Kennedy got a man. Raymond wide open. Now it's a foot race on his way for the touchdown.
Taken advantage of.
Go Raymond in the backfield. Look at this trickery. Kennedy got a man. Raymond wide open. Now it's a foot race on his way for the touchdown. Goff throws. Caught for the touchdown. Who else? On the first down. Oh, another trickery. This time it's back to Goff. Got a man. It's caught by Wright. Racing to the end zone. Diving. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, excuse me. Third down at 15. Goff's pass caught by Swift. And Swift will take it all the way for a Lions score.
Williams with a big hole. Jamal Williams. Can he take it to the house? Yes, he can. Touchdown, Lions.
In Vikings territory. Goff going deep on first down. It is caught and taken in for a touchdown by DJ Chark. 48 yards.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Goff. Little pitch to right. Big gain. Brock Wright is going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Lions. The Jets were completely fooled. And the Lions regain the lead. 51 yards.
Had to get carted off. Dan Skipper, signed to the practice squad this week, was with the Colts in preseason, was with Detroit last year, is in the game. Goff stops, loads, open Laporta. He's got it, and he's got his first NFL touchdown.
Goff, deep again, wide open, making the grab and taking it in is St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown for 24 yards. So just like that, 35-24, Lambeau leaped right into the arms of some Lion fans.
David Montgomery, the back. Bouncing outside, head down the sideline. goes Montgomery. He's going to go in for a Lions touchdown. 42 yards. They've been a good first quarter scoring team. And add to it. Touchdown, Sam Laporta from Jared Goff.
They had the turnovers that led to points, and the defense couldn't hold up.
Reynolds into the end zone. Craig Reynolds with a touchdown for Detroit.
Goff looking deep, wants it all. Jamison Williams looking for the ball. Got it! Touchdown!
Dan Skipper comes in at left guard as they hand to Gibbs, and Gibbs breaks it. Touchdown, what a night for the rookie. Wow. Come back. Jameer, come back.
Start to believe like they're starting to, anything could happen.
The way they're playing, it's showtime as Montgomery gets into the secondary. He's inside the 40. He's got a blocker up ahead. David Montgomery's going the distance. Showtime for the Lions. High-level receiver, too. 6 for 124. That went for 33. They come back to him. He's got a blocker out ahead, and he's able to walk in.
You know how else you can win? You draft guys like this.
Yeah.
That's part of it. It just changes everything.
On the 32. Goff climbs it. Goff launches. Got a man. End zone touchdown. Jamison Williams is becoming a big play threat. And he's got the Lions within a score.
Goff over the middle, fires, is caught for the touchdown. It's Sam Laporta.
End around and a reverse. Here comes Jamison Williams. Explodes to the end zone. Touchdown Detroit. Superman dive for number 9.
5 in the secondary for the Broncos. Here they come with 5. There's the catch, a touchdown by St. Brown. Head over heels for 6. Fourth and 2. Goff to the end zone. Touchdown. Third time to Laporta. He is putting on a show. Second and goal. Goff looking to throw. Goff to the end zone. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the Lions regain the lead. So the Vikings lose another key defensive player. Hand off to Gibbs. Touchdown.
Second down and 10. There's St. Brown. Head of steam. Touchdown, Detroit. Wow. Fake to Jahmyr Gibbs. Deep throw from Goff. Down the sideline, St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown in a foot race. Eyes on the end zone. Cuts it back. St. Brown is all the way. Touchdown, Detroit.
Right back to Montgomery, to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
And Josh Reynolds, 20 explosives out of 40 catches this year. Give you some idea.
Gibbs up the middle, to the end zone. Another Detroit touchdown. Fourth and a long yard. 2 for the touchdown. Goff looking to throw. Throws back to the end zone. Laporta. Touchdown Detroit again. They're 3 for 3. Third and 5. Goff. End zone. Touchdown. Josh Reynolds. Fourth and goal. Craig Reynolds is the running back for the Lions.
Goff gives to Reynolds inside. Touchdown, Detroit.
Much on defense. 2nd and 2. Gibbs, good move in the open field. Gibbs accelerates. Gibbs to the end zone. He's in for the touchdown. Point out that the backup tight end, Brock Wright, is being checked on. Anthony Ferkser out of Harvard, 6th-year man, is the 2nd tight end. Goff looking. St. Brown. End zone. Touchdown, Detroit. St. Brown.
First down, another fake. Come with Jamison Williams, the speedster, has a block. Williams cuts up, 25, 20, still on his feet. Jamison Williams scores!
Detroit.
Montgomery on 2nd and goal, surging his way forward. He's in! Touchdown, Detroit! Now it's Gibbs trying to get to the edge. Gets a block from Laporta. Makes a man miss. Gibbs inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit!
We're talking about how many offensive linemen they're missing.
On 3rd down, deep drop. Goff taking the shot downfield for Williams, who's open. Jamison's got it to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams.
Lead. 49ers are up 7 on the Rams. Cardinals trailing here as Goff hits St. Brown, who flips it to Jahmyr Gibbs. And Gibbs is in the end zone for a Lions touchdown. How do you like that one?
Has been excellent in the red zone, and they've been good again tonight. Seattle's got to make a stop.
Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to throw it back to Goff. Who had that on the bingo card? Touchdown, Lions. And the incompletion to Jake Bobo, it stays 28-20. Earmark that. Here is a completion to Jamison Williams. He is gone. Touchdown, Lions. 70 yards.
They've been competitive, and they've made it a heck of a ball game.
Outgained them in yardage. Wide open. What a catch. It's a touchdown, I believe. I haven't seen the signal yet.
Get into that in a second. Oh, here's a little trickery. St. Brown back to Goff. Flea flickers, got Laporta. Wide open. Sam Laporta. Foot race towards the end zone. Diving. Touchdown.
Unreal. Yeah, they were so good last year. I love the quick snap here.
Pressure, though, on Goff. Stands in, going deep. He's got Jamison Williams for the touchdown.
Wow!
Brock Wright lined up as the fullback. Off the right, here's Gibbs. Good run, best run, good move. There he goes, needs a block. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs answers back for Detroit, and they're on the board.
7 guys up at the line of scrimmage. They're showing cover 0. Now it's just a question who drops and who comes.
They bring 6, they drop 1. Launching Goff over the top for St. Brown. And Detroit, after trailing by 10, has taken the lead. And it's a run for Gibbs against the pressure, and he bangs it in for a touchdown. His 2nd of the day. On 1st down, Jahmyr Gibbs with an opening, and Gibbs with great speed down the sideline. Jahmyr Gibbs, one man to beat. He'll beat him. Touchdown.
They are. Goff looking for him. Throwing for him. It is caught, and he's in. Touchdown.
That is the way to answer. Wait till you see this route.
That's what they're trying to set the tone here on this opening drive.
Second down and 4. Blocked there by Zylstra. It's caught by Jamison Williams. There he goes. Foot race with Miller. Foot race with Savage. That is 6 for number 9.
Fake it to him this time, and they got a wide open target. It's one of the linemen. It's Skipper to the end zone for the touchdown. Dan Skipper, all 6'9" of them. Here's a 3rd and 17. The pass complete. St. Brown slips through a tackle inside the 20 to the 10. What a play on 3rd and 17. The Lions are back in it.
He makes that decision very quickly, which is what you need. Don't dance in the backfield at that running back spot.
Goff on first down, firing downfield for Williams. He's got it! Jamison Williams into the end zone, touchdown, 82 yards.
It's 3rd down and 12. Goff. Here's a little lateral to Williams, and he's down the sideline and gone for a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown made the catch. He's done this before this year, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and this time the lateral for the touchdown, and Ben Johnson loving every second of it.
As conversation, and last year when we went to Detroit, that stadium was electric. I mean, it was really something to be a part of.
Here's Gibbs, gets the edge, gets the first down, and the touchdown.
And Montgomery's back in the backfield. Fake. Goff. Pressure. In trouble. Throw. Oh! He caught it! Touchdown, Laporta! Gibbs, little trickery. Jamison Williams, end around. Williams needs a block, gets it. Williams, cuts back. Jamison Williams is gone. 61 yards.
A couple plays ago, he's on a knee on the sideline right now. Here they bring it. They go to the end zone. Wow. Was that caught?
That's caught.
Hold on, we need to have a second look at that.
I think that's
Tesla, the rookie who pulled it down.
Yeah, they're just not playing for the field goal only.
There's Goff. Oh, he does it again. The rookie Isaac Tesla.
Like watching the way Noah Sewell plays that position.
3rd down and 8. Goff going deep. Williams, touchdown.
It's what they're used to. It's the way they're built. Now Montgomery, he's going to break. David Montgomery is in for the touchdown.
Third and goal. Fake to Montgomery. St. Brown, touchdown.
Former high school quarterback takes the snap. He'll throw. End zone touchdown. Brock Wright as Montgomery back home, airing it out like he did in Mount Healthy High School for 6. And it's 13-0 Detroit.
You know, we use that term grit a little bit freely, but this team really embraces that mentality.
Here's Montgomery again. Jump cut to the outside. Montgomery into
into the end zone with the record tire.
Second and goal, Goff. Scanning, firing to the back. Laporta, what a catch! Touchdown! There was no space, and Laporta brings it in. Wow. 4-point game.
Goff over the middle. He's got St. Brown, and he's got a touchdown.
Glad I'm not a DB.
Right up the gut, there goes Gibbs. Foot race. Winfield can't get there. Touchdown, Lions.
Fourth down, Goff to throw, zips right in.
Laporta's got it inside the 10. Laporta still on his feet and driving back his hole in the end zone. He is in. Touchdown.
Couple good returns, a blocked field goal would set up their last field goal. Lions need this. Goff throwing for Jamison Williams.
He's got it. Diving to the end zone. Is he in? Touchdown. No, they're going to say he's down at the 2.
From the Washington 14 on first down. Goff, Williams, he's been the main target during this series, and he is in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams.
Design the plays, get it out there. The second was commit to this running game between the tackles, which has opened up everything else. And Jahmyr Gibbs going for a touchdown.
Gibbs takes it all the way.
Keep getting after him as if it was 0-0.
Right, the blown leads have been well documented. There's Gibbs. Belton couldn't bring him down. Holland chasing after him. And Jahmyr Gibbs is into the end zone for a Lions touchdown, 49 yards.
And I don't see him on the sideline, so I'm going to keep watching that.
Here's Gibbs on first down. Jahmyr Gibbs across midfield. One man to beat. Inside the 20, the 10. Touchdown on the first play from scrimmage. In overtime. Remember, the Giants will have an opportunity. Gibbs takes it 69 yards.
Spreading his guys out, going to try to create a little space.
Blitz, they give Williams. He breaks the tackle. Jamison Williams.
How did he do that? Touchdown, Lions.
In the last few plays with an extra lineman, they stay in it. Here's a fake. Goff can't find anyone else.
Throws and it's caught for a touchdown. Isaac Tesla, the rookie.
Williams averaging 19 yards per reception, which is gigantic. Second and 10. Montgomery breaking tackles. Inside the 10, he goes to the end zone for the touchdown. 35 yards for Montgomery. Second down and 7. Gibbs. You can only bottle him up so long. Touchdown. Gibbs the back. Give it to him to the outside. Blocking. And into the end zone he goes. Tristan Colon led the way.
Goff going for it all. Jamison Williams,
he's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
A 1st and 10 near the 20. Lions go to the end zone and caught. What a catch. Tesla somehow held on to it. Goff looks. Goff throws.
It is caught. Touchdown. Isaac Tesla has done it again.